This is Melanie. She's able to spend her time traveling around the world with her husband because of her digital product on meditation. And this is Ron. He quit his job and 50-hour work weeks to sell his digital cookbook on ClickBank. He's now a millionaire. And this is George. He and his wife do more than just make great money with ClickBank. Their product helps women all around the world beat their struggles with infertility. They're making a fantastic income by changing lives. Let me ask you a question. Other than generating a fantastic online income by following their passions, what do these people all have in common? The answer is ClickBank, the world's leading online marketplace for digital products. And in this free, fast-paced presentation, I'm going to show you exactly how these people leverage ClickBank to turn their interests, pastimes, and hobbies into life-changing income, and how you can do it too. Hi, my name is Adam Horowitz, and this is Justin Allen. And here at ClickBank, we are on a mission to help 1 million people achieve their financial goals online.
Over the past 16 years, ClickBank has sold over 300 million digital products and created wealth for more than 100,000 people. Now, we want to help even more people rocket to financial success online. And whether that means earning a few $100s extra each month in your spare time, maybe it's replacing your salary, putting a little cash away for retirement, or even generating real wealth that can deliver you and your family the type of luxurious lifestyle previously reserved for only the rich and famous. So keep watching this free presentation because Adam and I are going to reveal why it's never been easier to get started online, build a job-replacing, life-changing income, and finally forever take control of your life more than it is right now. And if you've ever thought you're too late to join the party, that there's simply too much competition, or that it sounds way too technical and super complicated for you, well, here's the truth. You've got a rare advantage over our current ClickBank success stories. Why? Because as you'll see in a moment, you're going to be able to stand on the shoulders of men and women just like you who are already making the income of their dreams. You get to follow a proven path to success that they already laid out for you and turn your interests, passions, and hobbies into money. And I'm talking about hobbies like cooking, baseball, writing, video games, fashion, beauty, investing, self-improvement, you name it. Whatever you're into, we'll show you how easy it is to emulate the tens of thousands of success stories with ClickBank and generate income by sharing your passions with others, and it gets even better.
Watch right to the end of this video to get the 3-step system you can implement right now to begin bringing in cash on the side. Even if you're a busy mom holding down a full-time job and dealing with a gaggle of screaming kids, that's right, by the end of this free presentation, you'll have everything you need to make your first money online, and there's never been a smarter time to do it than right now. Why? Because the world is changing. You can feel it, can't you?
And from the looks of the next video, it won't be long before we are perhaps all replaced by robots. This is the newest version of Honda's Asimo humanoid robot.
A new report in the New York Times says so-called boomerang kids aren't just a temporary phenomenon, but part of a new and permanent life stage. You've heard about them, young adults with college degrees who move back into their parents' homes because of crushing student loan debt and frustration over not being able to land a good-paying job.
Here's something that may shock you. Within the next 20 years, experts are predicting up to 45% of US jobs are at risk of automation. In other words, people maybe like you who have worked hard their whole lives, who have played by the rules, who have diligently put in the hours and showed up to work every day on time are about to have their livelihood stolen from under their noses by a bunch of microchips. Doesn't seem fair, does it? And it's not just the older generation who are at risk either. If you've just left school, the future looks pretty bleak, doesn't it? And I'm not just talking about struggling to get a job. The costs of going to college are skyrocketing year on year. Did you know the cost of higher education has grown 1,120% since 1978? And if you do make it through college, many leave drowning in debt and competing with hundreds of other similar graduates for the same minimum wage job. And not being able to afford rent or even a decent meal forces you to shack up with mom and dad until you save up enough money to go at it alone. Is it any wonder so many graduates live in their parents' basement until their early 30s these days?
Now that may sound pretty depressing unless you realize that with big change comes massive opportunity. The world is changing right before your eyes. Yet I believe we're smack bang in the middle of the biggest creation and distribution of wealth in history. And now you're perfectly positioned to profit from it. You see, right in front of you is a new and affordable form of higher education. Only this education provides something colleges never could. The tools, training, the know-how to actually build a long-term income for yourself. So now you're not at the mercy of an employer who would rather have a computer doing your job. You're not stressing about having enough money to see your way through retirement. And you're not sweating bullets over qualifications that mean little in the real world. Instead, you're at the right place at the right time to ride a wave of fortunes being made as an educator on ClickBank. Just like Michael of Evergreen, Colorado. I worked myself back from bankruptcy to a six-figure business in which ClickBank is a huge part of. In 2008, I started my online efforts with ClickBank, first writing a book and a series of audios that market to a specific niche audience, highly sensitive people. They've been very successful. My sales reflect about a 30% rise in income each year, and the product has gone well over 6 figures in earnings. And here's Nick and Jen of Laval, Canada. Hard work pays off with ClickBank. It has helped us afford our upcoming wedding and honeymoon, and pave the future for our children.
See, there's never been a better time to get started than right now. The surprising truth is, people don't want general information. They're already overwhelmed by it. What they want is specialized knowledge, and that's where you come in. Now, I'm not talking about being some expert, a guru, or the most clued up person in your field. As long as you have an interest or a passion about your subject, you have something you can share with the entire world. You just need to know how to get it out there and how to let people pay you for it. And in exactly 3 minutes from now, we're going to reveal the 3 golden keys to ClickBank success right here in this presentation. I guarantee. Once you understand these 3 crucial insights, you'll have everything you need to join the tens of thousands of men and women from all over the world earning full-time incomes with ClickBank. Before we get around to that though, I want to share with you my story. It's a little embarrassing to me now, but I think once you see what's possible and you realize I'm no different than you, it will light a fire inside of you and set you on the road to unlimited success with ClickBank. So like I said before, my name is Adam Horowitz, and a little over a year ago I received an invitation from a certain president of the United States. Yeah, Barack Obama invited Justin and I to the White House. So you can see here there's a whole letter from Barack Obama about it, which is pretty cool. I was super excited when I got this. And then right here I actually have a thing from the White House. This is actually the White House, you can say here, Washington, D.C. First class, do not bend. And inside of it here is a picture of Barack Obama that's been signed. And you can see it says, "All the best, Barack Obama." And then this letter right here, which is to me. As you can see here, it says Adam F. Horowitz. And it's from the White House. And you can see this was signed by Barack Obama, real signature right there, telling me thank you for being one of the top 100 entrepreneurs. As a driving force for change, young people bring fresh ideas and a unique perspective to a national dialogue. It was the proudest day of my life, and you'll see how it was all thanks to our success with ClickBank in just a second. It was the high point so far of our journey that began way back when I started online in just 2007. I was still in high school and barely had 2 nickels to rub together. Yet when I stumbled on ClickBank, I discovered all I needed to do was link to other people's products and I could make money. More on how to do that in a minute though. However, the strategy alone made me enough money to pay for my first car, and I was only 17 years old. You know, I really wanted that car, and if you have a goal in mind, be it a car, a vacation, a new gadget, or maybe it's just to save enough money for your retirement, help your kids get through college, or just make enough money to pay extra bills so you can relax, whatever it may be, use it as a driving force. Hold it in your mind, allow it to put fuel in your tank. Hey, it worked for me, yet the things were about to get even better. When Justin and I created and launched our own products based on our passions using the ClickBank platform, our income exploded. And our success led Justin and I to being named 2 of the top 100 young entrepreneurs in the United States. And getting flown out to the White House at age 19, we were the youngest ones invited. Now you may not get an invite from the president, but I can promise you will get an insider's view on how the big money is made online and all the tools and training that you need to replicate our success. You see, you now have an advantage I never had when I first got started. Just because you're sitting right in front of this video right now, and this video is going to kickstart your online income in ways you can't even imagine. Remember, I started really young. I had no online experience. I had very little money. I started from scratch. I didn't have the shortcut to success that you now have. I'll bet right now you are exactly where I used to be, and that's totally 100% okay, because if you're a beginner and haven't generated a lot of money online before, this is perfect for you. For the first time, ClickBank is opening the doors so that anyone can get started online and make money as soon as tonight if you want. There's virtually no technical barriers, zero know-how obstacles. In fact, you already have almost everything you need to get started. And I'm going to share with you the missing piece of the puzzle right at the end of this presentation.
And remember, making millions of dollars right out of the gate is not the game plan here. You see, we're not some kind of get-rich-overnight scheme. This is about getting started fast and then growing your business and your income at your own pace. It's way better to make a little extra cash on the side before you set your sights on building an empire. Now, with that being said, let me lay out our 3 golden rules to ClickBank success, especially if this is all completely new to you. Number 1, you gotta walk before you can run. In ClickBank University, we want to help you get to a point where you can be making $300 to $500 a month with your campaigns. You see, too many people get wide-eyed at the possibility of earning millions online, yet what they don't realize is that you have to lay the foundation, the groundwork first. And if you're in a job, you're gonna need that cash on the side to build up some momentum. Now, once that's taken care of, we'll teach you how to multiply your income until it's beating your full-time salary. You'll walk out of ClickBank University knowing that you have the income-generating tools that can serve you for life. Alright, number 2, spend no more than 1 to 2 hours a day in the beginning. When you start out, it's really exciting, and the temptation is just to jump in head first, try to do everything all at once, and you don't want to do that. It's actually much smarter to stay focused on simple tasks, so go 1 video at a time. Spend an hour or 2 each day and nothing more. It might not feel like it in the beginning, but you're actually making huge progress this way. And after a few weeks, you'll turn around and be astonished about how far you came. Try to do everything all at once though, and you risk overwhelm and burnout. So remember, at ClickBank University, we've constructed the coursework so you can go through it and implement it in bite-sized pieces, 1 small step at a time. So go steady, focus on the task at hand, and prepare to see big results fast. And number 3, and this is the most important one of all, so listen up. You need to be very, very careful where you get your information from. For instance, would you take health advice from a back alley quack or financial advice from a fortune teller? Well, I hope not. So why do so many people get their online business education from people with 0 credibility, 0 proof, and 0 results? You've already seen and heard about our success, yet we've barely touched on what really separates us from the rest of the pack. If you're gonna kickstart an income stream online, it makes sense to go straight to the horse's mouth and get trained by the world leader in digital product sales, right? You're gonna use ClickBank to do all the heavy lifting on the technical side of running your online business. And now you've got the opportunity to get the training, the tools, and the money-generating know-how from us too. Here at ClickBank, we have the unique advantage of being able to see every detail of how our users are building their businesses. It gives us a crystal clear picture of exactly what needs to be done to create a ClickBank business successfully on the internet. And above all, we help them grow, expand, multiply their profits, with the odd goofy celebration thrown in.
You see, we work with our best customers, and that helps our knowledge base, our cutting edge business savvy grow and expand at the same time. And now we want to share that expertise with you. Of course, you can figure this out for yourself. After all, there are hundreds of courses that claim to have all the answers. And there are hordes of worthless software programs, a digital junkyard designed to trick newcomers into falling for empty promises of so-called push-button money. Doesn't it just make sense to get your trainings direct from the source? From the people who have already paid out $3 billion to their users? Sure it does. And now you, for the very first time, are going to get this unique and incredible powerful insider training program used by the most successful marketers on ClickBank. Introducing ClickBank University, the world's first training program to give you a college-level education on making money online. And if you've never made a cent online before, or you're just getting started, even better. Why? Because you get to skip over all the mistakes and pitfalls most online entrepreneurs make when they're just starting out. You get to start off on the right path and stay there until you have the digital knowledge sharing business of your dreams. Learning alongside ClickBank, the world's leading digital product marketplace, you get a rare insider's view on what the most successful marketers in the world are doing to rake in billions in profits. That's right, I said billions. Like I said before, ClickBank has paid out over $3 billion in commissions to men and women just like you who use our service. And now we're going to show you exactly what they do and how they do it. You'll find out how people like Alex was ranked 31st in a list of the most influential people in the world thanks to his ClickBank business in the Hispanic market. How Nick's income shot from $50,000 to over $300,000 because of his digital book on fat-burning foods. And how Michael rebounded from the brink of bankruptcy to build a six-figure ClickBank empire. Here's ClickBank CEO Matt Hewlett on why we want to help you achieve the same.
Hi, my name is Matt Hewlett and I'm the CEO of ClickBank. Like most people, you've probably struggled to build a business online. And that's a big challenge a lot of people have, and we get asked all the time, what's the best way to gain financial freedom with ClickBank?